are stepping up our game and learning some fancy footwork from the Bearkat Steppers. The newly formed team is the first to bring this deeply rooted tradition to Bossier Schools, and they are getting rave reviews.
And thousands of students and their families turned out for the I3 Art Expo for a patriotic celebration of freedom's canvas, saluting inspiration, imagination, and innovation.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us for this episode of On the Record with Bossier Schools. I'm Sonia Bales.
And I'm Jason Rowland. It's hard to believe that the school year is flying by as fast as it is. We're already midway through the month of April, and we have a very special month in front of us with a lot of things that we've done already, but a lot of things that are to come.
That's right. April is Month of the Military Child. It's a time that's set aside to just recognize the more than 3,000 military-connected children that are a part of our Bossier Schools family. We know that when a parent serves, the children make sacrifices too. I mean, they move multiple times. They have to adapt to new schools. So in honor of them, Bossier Schools is hosting its annual Purple Up Day Assembly on April 15th. This is a student-led program. It's being held at Airline High School this year. And this is really neat, but the Barksdale Air Force Base 2nd Bomb Wing Commander, Colonel Chris Kane, is going to be the keynote speaker. Colonel Kane, by the way, is a graduate of Airline High School.
And with April being the month of the military child, and with what's going on in the world right now, we know Barksdale is really taxed with what's happening. And so our military children may be going through even more than what usually happens. And we certainly recognize that. And we look at it as an honor and a privilege to be able to serve them, to assist them and help the child, the student, and as well as the family in any way possible. So it's a very special month, but this year maybe more so than ever. Also on the same day, I want to mention to you that the Bukowski Bridge of Lights, which will be an art installation on the Texas Street Bridge, will be lit up on April 15th. Now, you may ask, why
purple?
Why purple?
Yeah.
Why purple? And I thought it was interesting to learn that purple is the conglomeration of all the military services colors together, and that color comes out as purple. And so we respect that and we honor that. And on behalf of Bossier Schools, we want to take the opportunity to support and again show the gratitude, really the love and endearment for our military students, but also their families and those that are serving in our forces around the nation.
And you know, Purple Up Day is actually a national recognition, so we ask everybody on April 15th, yes, tax day, that's an easy day to remember, right, to wear purple to honor our military-connected children. And you know, if my memory is correct, I think this is the 13th year that the district has held a Purple Up Day assembly, so it's become a tradition that we all look forward to.
And it means a little bit more to Bossier Schools. We are a Purple Star district. We have 29 of our schools out of 35 that are recognized as Purple Star schools. That means they've put programs in place that honor and celebrate the military child, the military student that is in our schools, and we don't take that lightly. Right. And certainly that goes out to to Miss Holly George, our supervisor of special programs, who runs that military management part of it for us. Done a great job of organizing those schools, really helping them to embrace the ideas and concepts that go around with being called a Purple Star school.
That's right. You know, I mentioned tradition. Speaking of tradition, stepping dates back to the 1700s by some accounts. A lot of people don't know the history about stepping. This African-American cultural tradition uses the body as an instrument, using footsteps, hand claps, and also spoken word to create complex rhythms. And then the art form experienced a resurgence, if you will, among black fraternities and sororities, and now it's come to Bossier High School. Meet the founding four who are stepping out into the community and honoring their heritage.
This thing goes all the way back to Africa when the slaves that couldn't communicate, they had to use gumboot dancing, which is stepping. And as though we took those traditions from the Divine Nine and we put it into our thing. And we showcase stepping. And then we have another thing called strolling, but specifically stepping is the main thing that we like to focus on because it just brings the rhythm and the chants and the unity and the excitement in the crowd. It's really a crowd thing. A crowd loves to see us step. They do. Okay, so the Divine Nine is broken up into four sororities and 5 fraternities, and all together we make up the National Panhandling Council.
Okay, so you're in which one?
Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And I came by the way of the Zeta Iota chapter at Northwestern State University.
And you're where?
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
We are the first in Bossier Parish, and I'm really excited about that. The girls, they're practicing really, really hard. They're learning how to be a team and not just be an individual. Coming into an organization where you can work together, to know that you can push beyond whatever is going on in your life. You know, whether it be troubles at home, or whether it's just something at school. I can't really get it. You have someone that you can talk to. We're always available for them, and we're just happy to be here.
Y'all see the tiny here. One more time. 5.
And but I mostly have brothers. I want a sisterhood. So I come to him, he's told me about it, and I decided to join because we have a tight sisterhood in here, and it really builds character and builds relationship with others. Cause I'm an outgoing person, but at the same time, I'm scared to talk with folks like I don't know. So when I joined the step team, I really opened up to them, and they came like my little sisters. So we want to bring something good to Bossier, and we want other people to join to bring more awareness to good things to Bossier.
We walk the halls with pride and extend. You say that we're the problem, but we're the solution.
They are terrific, very impressive. In fact, during Mardi Gras, their dance card was full, if you will. The Bearkat Steppers participated in the Crew of Centaur Parade, stepping all 7 miles. Talk about a really good workout. Wow. They also participated in Waller Elementary's Mardi Gras Parade, and then also the Black History programs at Russian and also at Bossier High School.
They also performed at the I3 Art Expo and brought the house down. Even though the founding 4 are all girls, it is a sisterhood right now. The team is co-ed. They just need some guys to step up and join.
Step up.
I like the phrase.
Don't you like that?
Yes, you did good. They're hoping to build on the foundation they've laid this year and grow the program, perhaps even extending to other schools in Bossier Parish.
Yeah, I tell you what, they are phenomenal. You know, you mentioned the I3 Art Expo, and I know I may be biased, but I truly think that it was probably the best one this year. More than 7,000 people attended the I3 Art Expo this year. It's our student art showcase, and it took on a patriotic twist.
Not only the students' art was on display, but there are a lot of other things that the Art Expo actually has now manifested and organically kind of grown into. We have a lot of things in competitions and performances, hands-on activities for kids. The most important thing, though, is we saw smiles everywhere you go. Literally, some of the kids, what they've said to you, I know, this is the greatest day ever, especially for our second graders that get to come and truly have a great experience. And I know I say it all the time, but that's what Bossier Schools is about. We want to provide an elite educational experience, not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom as well. And there's no better platform, there's no better space to do it than the I3 Art Expo. And we're so thankful to everyone that really makes that thing hum like a fresh engine, boy. It's amazing to watch.
So that was late March, and then a couple of weeks later, we rolled out the red carpet, literally, for the first place winners in the juried competition. Let's press rewind and relive the fun.
kudos to Christy Bucker and Danielle Chandler, who are our director and assistant director of the I3 Art Expo. Not only them, but our curriculum department, our maintenance department. We've said it before, it is a full team effort. Our media department here, our communications department. Sincere, heartfelt thanks to everyone that works tirelessly, goes above and beyond to make this an excellent event, not only for our students, but also for the community. You said 7,000 people.
Plus, yes.
Just better be glad a church pastor's not saying, because that would have been 70,000 people. And so we're
working on that, though.
We think about, that many people coming through the doors to see what our kids are doing. It cannot do anything but make a positive impression on the community, as well as help with an economic impact on Bossier Parish and Bossier City in of itself. Right. So thanks to everyone who is really working hard to make this even bigger and better every single year. And our theme for next year,
drum roll please, this is exciting, is
going to be the I3 Art Expo, the greatest show on earth. So we can't wait to get started on planning for that. And we'll be optimistic about how this one turns out.
Looking for a ringmaster costume for you right now.
Keep looking is all I'm going to say. Keep looking.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are doling out some superintendent shout-outs.
And this is good stuff, man. This is an exciting time of year. The spring of the school year is a great time. We're celebrating a lot of different things, but we have some state finalists. We have some state finalists with Student of the Year, and also we have Teacher and Principal of the Year candidates that are semifinalists right now that we're looking forward to sharing with our audience.
And a lifesaver. More on that when we come back.
If you are looking for a career that makes a difference, don't miss the Bossier Schools District Job and Resource Fair on Tuesday, April 21st from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Bossier Civic Center. Meet hiring representatives from schools and departments, explore open positions, and connect with community partners offering valuable resources. This event is open to current employees and job seekers, so register today at bossierschools.org/careers. We invite you to start, stay, and soar with Bossier Schools, where we are changing the game and shaping the future.
Welcome back to On the Record. Cue the confetti for 29 BIP-Still students that competed at State Skills USA in Lafayette, who all came home winners. 14 of them earned a gold medal in their various competitions. 6 walked away with silver. Another 6 snagged bronze, and 3 students were elected as state officers. Now, those that won gold now have the chance to compete at the Skills USA National Leadership Conference in Atlanta, Georgia this June, which is the ultimate recognition of excellence in career and technical education.
We're also proud of Kong No. Kong has been named a state finalist for Louisiana High School Student of the Year, and it's such an honor for him, for his school, and for the district. Kong is a senior at Airline and one of only 8 from around the state who will advance in the High School Student of the Year competition. And applause for 2 exemplary educators that are advancing as state finalists for Principal and Teacher of the Year. Bel Air Elementary Principal Alicia Colson has been named a semifinalist for Louisiana Principal of the Year, and Benton High English teacher Miss Lee Machin has been chosen as a Louisiana Teacher of the Year semifinalist. They'll be honored this summer in New Orleans. That's also when the State Principal and Teacher of the Year will be announced at the annual Cecil J. Picard Gala in New Orleans in July. And we've been fortunate enough to have a seat at the table now for the last 4 years,
Several
I know.
Years. We'll
Look
be
forward to
rooting
that.
them on.
Absolutely.
Well, finally, school nurse Jennifer Lee was surprised with the Gold Star Award for her heroic efforts when a Benton High track athlete went into full cardiac arrest before practice began. Nurse Jenn immediately called for the AED and went into life-saving mode, beginning chest compressions and delivering the first shock in less than a minute. Her quick actions and those around her saved that young man's life. When she was surprised with Bossier Schools' Gold Star Award, Ms. Lee received a standing ovation from the faculty at Benton High. And Principal Whitney Clark says Nurse Jenn may be known for her ability to stay calm under pressure, but on that day, she was a warrior for this student. We are so blessed by her every day, but especially were so on February 19th.
You know, we often may not think about what could happen. We often just reflect on what did happen. But when you take time and think about what could have happened, Nurse Jenn, not only did she save a life, she changed lives.
She sure did.
And when we save a life, we save a family. And her actions are just, it's incredible, because so many times people are trained in certain areas, but when the real event hits, I say this all the time, what do you do when you don't know what to do? And a lot of time that leads to panic, or you freeze. Nurse Jenn did none of that.
She did not.
That
and
training
as a result,
kicked in.
That young man is back at Benton High School today.
She changed a life in what could have been. So I can't think of a better way for us to wrap up this episode of On the Record with Bossier Schools. You'll hear more great stories like the one you just heard when you subscribe to our podcast. You can find us on any of the available platforms that many of you go to: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Podbean, and of course you can always catch us on YouTube. So wherever you can, listen and watch on demand. Look for On the Record with Bossier Schools. Like and subscribe to our channel. We want you to be a part. And so you have an in-depth, behind-the-curtain scene of what we're doing in our fantastic school system.
Right. Hey, one last thing before we sign off. Make plans to attend our Job and Resource Fair from 4 until 6 p.m. Tuesday, April 21st at the Bossier Civic Center. Come learn about all the various opportunities available and, you know, become a part of Bossier Schools family. We'd love to have you.
Until next time, you're up to date.
Hi, I'm Lisa Hyde with Bonvenue Bank, proud partners with Parkway High School. Win the day!
Hi, I'm Mason Moore with Bonvenue Bank, proudly partner with Houghton High School to win the day. Go Bucks!
Hey, Daryl Pruitt with Bonvenue Bank. We're proud partners with Bossier High School to win the day. Go Cats!
This has been a Bossier Schools production. Join us next time when we go On the Record with Bossier Schools.